Hello everyone, welcome back to Car Mechanics Simulator. Last episode was a little bit of a doozy. Made some errors and we ran out of money. That got really tight. Even if we hadn't have made those errors, I'm not 100% sure if we would have been able to make those parts. We were pretty low on money just to begin with, but either way, we ended up getting rid of our cape. Sad to see it go. It would have been nice to fully restore it and actually get through it, but just like a phoenix from the ashes, we managed to pull out a amazing junkyard find, and I'm very excited for it. We got King over here. The I'm fairly positive it's a Dodge. I really should have looked up what this car is called. I apologize. I will try to do so next time. But anyways, we picked this up, and this will be a good build. We already have thrown some parts into her. You can already see we're already making a $200 profit. Like, woohoo! But still, that is pretty good to hear. So we're going to jump right into her, and we're going to try and make up some money, because I really would like to upgrade our shop. Washing station would be huge. I would love to be able to clean and detail cars. Just because it's nice seeing them cleaner. So we're gonna just jump into some story missions, and we are going to make some money. So what do we got here? Oh my goodness, we have a Skyline story mission. This is very exciting. Hi, it's me, Johnny Johnson. Remember, I visited you soon after you opened up at the repair shop. I see that business is good. I hope I can take partial credit for it. I don't really remember the guy. I feel bad now. I was very satisfied with how quickly you work, and I thought you could use some advertising. Okay, going back to business. I have a terrible case here for you today. I snapped it up cheap from some kid. He wasn't really aware what he was driving and how much it was worth, but his lack of interest in the car is pretty obvious. Please take care of the bodywork and interior. This car definitely needs it. While you're at it, check the clutch and suspension. I have doubts about them. Do what you have to do, but don't go overboard. It's supposed to work and look acceptable, but I don't want to go broke. I still want to have some money from it. I hope we're clear on that. See you soon. Oh my goodness, this is a cool mission. I'm going to take it. So, oh my goodness. Back a couple videos ago, I had said that one was really bad. This is bad. She's a hurtin' unit. She is a very hurtin' unit. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a little bit of a project. And as you can see, it's covered in dust and dirt, and you can see the body here, it's all rusty and stuff. I would really like to be able to pick up the welder to do all this, so I think I'm going to quickly pound out a couple more just generic missions, see if we can make a little bit more money. How much is the welder? The welder is $5,000. We could buy it. It would leave us 3 left over, and then the station would be 17. So I would like to do this, so we're gonna spend some money here. I know I'm playing with fire again. We're back down to $1,500, but it's okay. It's okay. So over here you can see we have a welder now. So now we can fix up the body of a car. And if you come out here, we can move this over to the car wash station. And here we have access to a car wash. You can see. I'm fairly disappointed that in this game they didn't add like a mini game for this. It would have been kind of cool to have, like, you know, spray wash it or something really quickly or something, but unfortunately these two options are not minigame worthy, it would seem. So there you go, you can see she's looking rough. We're gonna move her to car lift A, and we're gonna use our welder, move this to car lift A, and we're going to use, it's gonna cost us, oh my goodness, $1,000. Okay, maybe we're not going to just yet. So like I said, I think I'm going to pound out a couple more missions, try to build up a little bit more money, and we will try to get that going here. So what do we got? Nissan Fairlady. Oh, we got another one of these with bonus XP. Any bonus money? No, 2 bonus XPs though. We're going to take these. I kind of want to work on a supercar. Oh my goodness, every time these come in, they look so amazing. That is insane. I guess if you're buying one of these, you're not going to let it go. You're not going to let it go all bad and stuff. So we have a Nissan Fairlady, and this guy also has bonus XP. So we'll take these. The bonus XP is nice. So we'll get started on this car right here. So let's open up and see what we've got going. Oh my goodness. This is not going to be a cheap job. Oh no, what have I gotten myself into? Are we going to have to sell our second junkyard car just to freaking stay open? Oh my goodness, what a mistake. What a mistake I just made buying those 2 items. What do you need? Timing belt, water pump, belt tensioner, and some brake problems. Alright, let's move some cars around here and see if we can fix our problem. So we do have the car wash station now, so I'm going to move this over to the car wash. That'll open up a new spot for us, and you know what the heck, let's just get her going. We'll wash her up, make her look nice, since we're here. Oh yeah, that's looking rough. Alright, let the interior go. And we're back in the shop. Alright, let's dig into this car and try to make some money back that we have overspent once again. I'm getting too impatient, I'm getting too excited. Alright, so we need belt tensioner, timing belt, water pump, and it looks like the brakes are gone. So I'm going to go through, look for the brake problems, put a shopping list together. Same as always, but oh my goodness, I cannot see in here today. That looks like a, yeah, that's a bad vented disc. So this tire is going to have to come off. Alright, so we have all the brakes done here. So the only thing left is our water pump, timing belt, and belt tensioner. And then we can send this car out of here. Alright, and we have finished putting everything, replacing all this. Looks like we're gonna make about 900 bucks, so probably about a $300 profit off of that. Alright, let's see what else we can pick up here. Any chance at some bonus XP? Oh, we got some bonus money here. We're just gonna take it. Looks like it's just fluids, but that doesn't matter to me. Drain old brake fluid and put in new stuff. Alright, that'll take 2 seconds. Alright, that's job complete. 50 bucks. Hardly worth it. What else do we have? Oh my goodness, I want to take this job. It looks good too. And I want to work on one of those. I want to work on it so bad. We're going to take it. We're going to take it. Ah, look at that. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's, we've got 1,800 bucks. We're gonna delve into this and we're gonna see what we can do. We might get a little lucky with some of this stuff. Hopefully it's not too bad. Yeah, so we're gonna run through all the extra tools. We're gonna try and see if we can sort out what the problems are before we dig into it. And I'll let you guys know. Alright, so we ran through all our parts or all our tools to see what could be wrong with this car. We did not yield much fruit. We can see piston rings, pistons, and spark plugs is all we've really got. The running gear and suspension is already easy enough to deal with. So it looks like all this is engine parts are going to have to be in the teardown of the engine, which we have to do anyways. To get the pistons out, we have to tear this whole engine apart. So this is going to be a big job. And let's get into it. I think I might actually start with running gear and suspension first, and then we'll dig into the engine. Alright, so we got the wheel off here. You can see the bottom suspension arm is gone, our shock absorber cap. Obviously, we do have a list of the parts that we have to remove, so it's not about finding them, it's just about getting it done. Alright, we've pulled off the parts to repair this car now. You can see we got a sway link. There's the rubber bushing. We are going to need 2 shock absorber caps and the bottom suspension arms. So let's go over to the shop, pick up these parts, and get these back on. As I have been putting this tire on over here, I just took a look over and you can see it looks like the engine head cover is going to be bad, and the timing cover is definitely going to be bad. You can just kind of see from here, and it might be this engine head as well. So stuff to keep in mind, I guess, while we're doing this. So, alright, and as you can see, all the running gear has been fixed, so now it's just time to delve into the engine. It's unfortunate that these extra jobs, they don't give you any kind of indication on why the vehicle is in. It's just in for the sake of being in, which is rather unfortunate. It's harder to decipher what's wrong, so we're going to drain some fluids out of this guy. It's windshield washer. Oh, look at that bad radiator right there. We need to drain. There it is. Goodbye, coolant. Alright, so it looks like our first part here is going to be one of this car's 2 radiators. Oh my goodness. I mean, high-end hypercar obviously needs to keep cool. So looks like this is going to be our first part we're going to have to replace. And we'll jump on over to the engine. And as you can see, it looks like the engine head cover and the timing cover. Looks like some rollers would actually be the problem as well. So this, we might luck out a little bit, and this might be a big job, but it might be a lot of little things wrong with it. So let's tear this down and get to her. I think this is actually the first time I've seen a supercharged version of this V8, so this is kind of cool. Oh, looks like we have a bad water pump here. Take that guy off. Perfect. Yeah, looks like we have a bad engine head as well. Alright, so we have the entire top end of the engine pulled off. We're going to start working on the bottom here. So first thing we're going to do is drain the oil and pull her apart. Alright, so here we are at the bottom. We can see definitely 2 bad pistons right off the bat. There's our third bad one. I'm a little disappointed to see that all the crankshaft bearings and rod caps are looking good. How many parts? We're missing 1. We're missing 1 part. We found almost everything. We are missing 1 part. So I've been racking my brain trying to think about what could be wrong with the engine. What else could we possibly find off of this bare block that would need to be replaced? And the most basic, most obvious answer right off the bat should have been to check our air filter. You can see right in there that air filter is gone. There is no check for it, and that is just a silly, silly, silly thing to miss. But that does mean that we have found officially everything wrong with this car, and we can go put a shopping list together and see if we have enough money to fix it. The good news about it is, about this, is that all the parts that need to be replaced are not very expensive. There's nothing big, like we don't have to replace the supercharger, we don't have to replace the engine block itself, or something super crazy. The engine head's gonna suck a little bit, that's gonna be expensive, but that should be everything. As you can see, what a list, what a teardown. Oh my goodness. We're going to get everything we need, and let's see if we can pull this off. Alright, so we are down to $569. I would love to inform you guys that this is good news. The bad news is the engine head is a $1,500 piece on its own. We were able to purchase everything else except for this engine head. The other big issue with this is that, or the unfortunate thing I should say, is that repair bench we've been talking about really wanting, if we did have it, we would have been able to just repair this for almost no money rather than spending the $1,500. So unfortunately, we have to come up with $1,000 more in order to finish putting this car back together. Alright everyone, so I've been doing a little bit of thinking about our predicament here. We are short the $1,500. I do think we can get this car out relatively easily. These parts here are going to rack us up. This is like a $200 part. The timing chain, I don't know how much that is. The cam gear's another $130. The water pump pulley's like $80. Oil's super cheap. The car is hard to control. It's tie rods. You can see the tie rod there. I've looked over the car and it looks like it's going to be a sway bar end link and an inner tie rod. I'm not too sure though about everything, so we're going to take this car for a test drive actually. Something we haven't done yet. So you do have access. Oh, the engine can't be started. Oh, if the engine can't be started, that will actually narrow down what... Oh, I guess the water pump and everything is wrong with it. Oh my goodness, I am at such a loss for what to do in order to not sell the car that we have. So, I'm going to try tearing this one apart, and we're going to see. I might just have to sell all our scraps. We should be able to get this one out at the very least. So, this looks like a brand new Corvette, so since we need to back our bus up a little bit, and I want to express that this is actually a very cool car to work on. I'm just so focused on, oh my goodness, we don't have money. What are we going to do? But we will get something done here. We will figure this out. I'm going to do our best to avoid selling our new junkyard car. So we're going to start with the fluids in this car, and we're going to get the coolant drained, and we're going to replace what we can, see if we can find all the missing parts, and hopefully get some money. This is a V8 dual overhead cam CGM, so that's the engine this is. So I've never actually gotten to work on one of these. I did mention earlier that when we did have one of these cars come through, I wished we could tear into the engine, so we are officially getting our chance. So I'm very excited about this. Looks very similar to the V8 engine we were just working on, but there are some differences for sure. These ignition coils are unique to this car, this engine and everything, the supercharger, and you can see the water pump is actually much larger than the other one. So this is a really cool car to be working on. I'm very excited. It's just unfortunate that we are so tight on money, we can't fully appreciate everything. Oh my goodness, I already love this engine more. The timing cover is just this little piece right here. On that other engine, you could see it took up the entire back of the block here. You'd have to remove the engine head cover and everything. But right now, we are tearing into the timing gear, and we did not have to remove all those extra parts. That is wonderful. Alright, so I have removed everything that I knew about the car, and we are still short one part. I am absolutely at a loss for what this could be. It says general running gear. Running gear makes me think transmissions, makes me think drive shafts, generic suspension components, these rubber bushings, which are often really hard to tell. Rubber bushings in the arms as well, which could be another tough one to find. It could be one of these upper ones if it's got a hidden bushing in it. So I'm gonna keep taking a look here, see if we can find anything. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Alright, everyone. We have officially found the final part. It was a rubber bushing hiding in the front cross member. Oh my goodness. I thought this car was gonna break me. I thought I was gonna lose it. I was all over the place trying to find it, and I could not find the part. And there it is. Alright, let's put a shopping list together and see if we can somehow finish this job. Alright, everyone, we are down to $124, which would be just kind of enough to do the oil change and everything. Unfortunately, there's a steering rack, which is an $800 part. So both of these cars cannot be complete. Can I do some tomfoolery here? Might be able to do some tomfoolery here. Alright, so we've pulled off some tomfoolery here. I have robbed the steering rack off of our other high performance car here, so you can see it is now sitting on our Corvette. As you can see, it's within the realm. It needs to be over 67% in order to go on the car and count as a replaced part, and there it is. So we can finish our Corvette job. So here we go. Let's put this all back together and see what kind of money we can get out of this job. Alright, the engine is back together, the suspension is all together. The last thing we need to do is fill this car up with some oil and some coolant, and then we can send it out the door. And just like that, the Corvette, the brand new Corvette, the C8, one of my favorite new age cars, is finally complete. We are down to $96, and our payout is going to be $2,300. That is pretty wonderful. There we are. That gives us enough to buy our engine head, but not enough to replace the steering rack we robbed off of the first car. So I think we are going to pull a trick from that book once again. And if this part is good enough, we'll steal the steering rack off of the Skyline over here and throw it on. That's kind of a nice thing about this game, is all the steering racks are interchangeable. That isn't something you can get away with all the time in the real world. Steering components are generally a little different, vehicle to vehicle. Tie rods, like the tie rod ends, tie rods and stuff even look different in the real world than what they do in this game. It's very similar, but not quite so. But lucky for us, they are interchangeable. And this one's looking pretty good. So I think we can steal this one. And with that money, we should be good after this one. So alright, so we've put the steering back together. All the components are still good. Let's take a double look. Yeah, so all that's left is fixing the engine. Oh, idle roller Bs need to be replaced. Do I have brand new ones? I hope I do. I hope I didn't use them on the other car. Might have to just buy new idle rollers. That's not a big issue. But anyways, so all that's left is putting this engine back together, and then we can send this car out as well, and then that should put us back up to the amount of money we need to carry on with the game. So what a wild ride we have had today. Alright, and that, everyone, is 2 jobs. Well done. We did not tackle the story mission like I wanted to, but we got absolutely blindsided by how much work these 2 cars were. My fault for overspending, of course, yet again. But that is a full engine complete, all the running gear. Let's see. Oh my goodness, look at that. This is a very nice payout. We're getting $7,000, so all said and done, we've got back up to 8,000. So those 2 cars put us back up to basically where we were at the start of this episode. That is super awesome and makes me really happy. I want to take a quick look at our junkyard car to remind myself what engine it has. Alright, so it has the V8 single barrel carb. It is missing a left tail light. It's missing all its windows. It could obviously use new body panels and everything. So I'm going to make a quick junkyard run just to see if we can find any parts by random luck, and I'll let you guys know what I find. Alright, everyone, we're back from the junkyard. We did scrape up some okay stuff. Got a power steering pump. We managed to pick up a headlight, mirror, trunk, carburetor. We did find some decent stuff for this car. So it was kind of a interesting junkyard. There must have been 6 cars there available to buy. Nothing too crazy, so it wasn't anything super exciting, but it was the most cars I've ever seen. But anyways, all these new parts and everything will be for the next time we are around. So that's it for today. Thanks everyone for watching. I appreciate it. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace out.